Let me describe what we are going to do in this program. First, during this program, I would like people to forget that there is a DSM and ICD because neither brain understand DSM ICD nor our medications understand DSM ICD. So ultimately, we make the whole scientific business very complicated by applying imaginary diagnostic criteria to brain and its medication. So there would be no antipsychotic, there would be no antidepressant, there would be nothing as mood stabilizer, neither there would be any such names while we discuss the total scenario. In this program, I am planning to start with a drug. First, we would talk about the basic function of the drug, what the drug is supposed to do, what the drug does, and what is the actual mechanism so far we know, and the mechanism would not involve any neurotransmitter. Some neurotransmitter would be mentioned, but mostly it would be free of neurotransmitter because brain has almost 2000 neurotransmitter. Psychiatrists know about only 7: serotonin, dopamine, noradrenaline, glutamate, GABA, and nowadays endopioid endocannabinoid. As 7 is not a significant portion of 2000 or more neurotransmitters, so describing drugs by those 7 neurotransmitters would be actually insult of whole pharmacology. So we are not going to do that. We will talk about real mechanism, what we expect the drugs to do and what they do actually. And then after talking about those things, we would try to create a positioning of the drug in treatment of different psychiatric symptoms. Means let's say a person comes with psychosis, what what position that drug should occupy in treatment of psychosis, when to give, how much to give, how long to wait, and so on. Similarly, in every psychiatric symptom, not disease, psychiatry has no disease. So, in every psychiatric symptom, the drugs use, its position, and how much to use, when to use, we would discuss. Then, I hope this would constitute roughly 1 to 1.5 hours, and the rest of the time, it's almost 45 minutes to 1 hour, would be dedicated to interaction between the course participant and me. I hope I have given some outline of the drug, what we are going to do in this drug talk. Actually, it is just a pilot project. The way NMC is going, soon in this year or next year, we would be deprived of most of the pharma assistances in doing anything, be it online, be it offline. So standing there, we need to find the modes of finances for future courses on psychiatry. I am planning a year and a half long psycho full hmm, oh you are not getting any Voices. Okay. I hope the recording would be distributed to you, so you don't need to worry about that. Yes. Anyway, as I was talking about, in future, as there is bleak perspective for pharma sponsoring of any Zoom courses, I am just trying to find whether we can self-finance future courses. Specifically, we are planning for a 1.5 year long full psychopharmacology course, which would start with everything of the drug and ultimately would try to find out what are the different drugs that can be given in different symptoms and so on. The first of its kind psychopharmacology course in world. And as I am not sure that whether we would get any pharma assistance or not, this drug truck project is just a pilot project which would let us know the interest of the people as well as whether there is any scope for us to self-finance the project. This is the initial introduction of the course. Now, I would request you to start unmuting yourself and ask whatever you want to ask.
Hi, Bhaskar.
Hello, boss.
I believe you're recovering from some illness, so speedy recovery
Not
wishes to you first of all.
not recovering, still in the illness.
Okay, so recover well.
Hmm.
It's good that you're doing this. Just
Hmm.
one request. Usually 10 o'clock in the night is my sleeping time. So
Okay. Yes, the usual timing would be around 8. It is not going to be 9 or 9:30 or something like that. This is just for the introduction initial classes.
okay,
Initial class, I chose the 9:30. Otherwise, the usual period would be 8 p.m.
okay. Thank you. That's all from my side.
Hmm. Any other questions and queries?
Hi, Dr. Bhaskar.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Ramesh. I
Yes.
wonder, will the course be on the weekends or it's going to be on the weekdays?
Weekends, most probably.
Weekends. Sure. That should be fine. Because I work in UK, so
Yes.
my timings are a bit, we are 4.5 hours behind.
Yes.
And yeah, that should be fine. Yeah. And if you can't, sorry.
Yes, and if you can't attend, let's say you can't attend one session, then the recording would be available to you.
Okay.
And but we are planning for a 50% lecture and 50% interaction part. What you would miss is the live interaction part.
That's right, Dr. Bhaskar. And you mentioned about doing the psychopharmacology course. Is that after this one you plan to do?
Yes, this is just a testing water. This is just testing the water whether we can run a fully functional psychopharmacology course accredited by a medical university for 1.5 years without any pharma assistance. Because the way things are going in India, probably within 1 year, all kind of pharma assistance would be barred by NMC. So standing there, we need to find something. Other way. That's why this drug talk would be a kind of pilot project.
Okay, Dr. Bhaskar. Yeah. Thank you so much.
I'm Dr. Maniyar.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Fine. The question was if I am not in a position to attend the meeting because of some other commitments, we'll get the recording, no?
Yes.
And the recording would be only of your lecture or also of the interaction too?
Everything.
Everything.
Everything of that 2.5 hour to 3 hour.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Good evening, Bhaskar. Philip John.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Good to see you.
Hi.
This is an excellent thing. This is something similar to what we had already been thinking about.
Yes.
I think it should still be possible to get some assistance and rope in many more participants. I think there is a huge reason why we should have participants for a course like this, because we have been talking about, as you said, antidepressants and antipsychotics, and there is so much of mess in our day-to-day practice. I think this needs to be corrected, and that, looking at that itself, this is a huge initiative. I think we should rope in much more participation. I think it's extremely essential that we rope in more participation for the existence of this specialty.
Yes.
Thank you very much for what you're doing. You will be conducting this on your own, or you'll have other participants coming in to teach?
The first set of this pilot project, I would conduct on my own. But the next project would have the whole team, means me, Malay Bhai, everyone else.
Okay. Just one thing, Bhaskar. Do we have a layout of this program that we are starting now?
Yes.
Do you have a layout which you can send across to people?
Yes, I would send you the name of the drugs that I am going to cover each month, and along with that, I have already given what I am going to discuss. First, the drug, where it should work, how it should work, and what is the actual mechanism of action beyond and above the so-called neurotransmitter action. And then I would try to place the drug in different areas of use by showing where it can do its work and other things.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly what. And therefore, if we can have a layout, it will be easier for us to organize our time. Because, some of us practice day to day the night. I like the previous participant said, I go off to sleep by 10:30. So basically, I think if we have some sort of a thing, we have to adjust your time. You are also practicing. We are also you are also practicing. I understand this is a very great service you are doing. So I think
sir, this is not service. This is actually something to work out whether it would be possible or not. Ultimately, my goal is to create a psychopharmacology course that would be 1.5 years long, and that would be accredited by good medical universities, and that course would be taught by a good portion of Indian psychiatrists.